So the Shed's new army, the Catachan Jungle Fighters. A very large force, over 100 infantry, 3 tanks, a Taurox Prime, 4 Sentinels, and about 21 heavy weapons teams. Hi guys, and welcome back to Shed Gaming. We are back in action, and we are showcasing our new Catachan Jungle Fighter army, the oldest army the Games Workshop. In this video, not only will I be showcasing my army, I'll also be showing you why I love the Catachan Jungle Fighters so much. There you go, guys, the newest army for the Shed, Astra Militarum, the Catachan Jungle Fighters, playing them as recon element in 10th edition. Now, the army consists of about 110 individual Catachan Jungle Fighters. It ranges from the regular troops armed with their flamers and their las guns, all the way over to the Camo Brigade, who I love personally, and then the super camouflage boys. Mixed match of colours over here in this squad, which is pretty nice. Pretty good paint job on the whole. I'm pretty happy with the paint job, guys. Hope you enjoy it as well. So yeah, looking in the army of 110 individual troopers. I have 3 squads of Catachan command squads. So they have special weapons in there. There's a medic. They have obviously the commander, the captain in each squad, which is pretty cool. And these guys are the veterans, so they can get access to the special guns. So the plasmas and melters. And obviously the captain is pretty cool at the front. And then the banner gives them extra. We have 21 heavy weapon teams. This includes 5 las cannon teams, 4 autocannon teams, 4 heavy bolter teams, 6 mortar teams without a line of sight shooting, and 1 missile launcher. These guys really epitomize what it is for me to play 40k as a guard player. You know, heavy weapon teams, sitting down, bracing for the incoming melee. 3 tanks. We have 2 Lehman Russ executioners with the big shots, the 3 damage AP1, rapid fire, twin link goodness, strength 9, pretty spicy. Lehman Russ. Vanquisher tank, which is pretty good. Big scary cannon, so 3 tanks, a little bit of armor, but lots of infantry, and then I get cool scout abilities, and I can, you know, get cover as well. These guys like Rambos of 40k. These guys definitely capture that essence, and they're just so fluffy. Then finishing off with 4 scout sentinels armed with heavy flamers, and finally a Taurox Prime. Looking at the data sheets for the Catachan infantry, they have a movement of 6, a leadership value of 7, toughness 3, 1 wound, a 5+ save, and they have access to a las gun, which is strength 3, no AP, 1 shot with rapid fire at 12, and they get 1 attack in melee. They can also scout, which is pretty cool, and they have a really good ability where if they're charged or on the charge, they get +1 to wound. So I really like Catachan Jungle Fighters, because they are just the melee guard, in my opinion. These guys can really run in, you know, do an order for fixed bayonets, +1 to hit, +1 to wound. 20 of them. Only get 1 attack each on the sergeant. No extra attacks with their chainsaw, which is a little bit unfortunate. But that's still 20 attacks, 3s, and then +1 to wound. Can do quite a lot of melee damage. So I do like the guard Catachan Jungle Fighters for that aspect. Looking at the heavy weapon teams, we have 4 different loadouts. So we have the las cannon, which is 1 shot, strength 12, AP 3, damage D6 +1. Very good at anti-tank. Catachan heavy weapon teams also get reroll 1s to hit and wound against monsters and vehicles, so they're very good at killing heavy things. I think the las cannons are probably the best in that regard. Also have the auto cannons, 2 shots, strength 9, AP1, 3 damage. Low AP but good 3 damage, and also more shots, so not bad at all. I do like the heavy bolters, because you get sustained 3 shots, strength 5, AP1, 2 damage. Good range as well with the heavy weapon teams. We have mortars for out line of sight shooting, which can be quite effective. And then, yeah, so I'd probably go for either a mixture of heavy bolters or pushing over to the las cannons for the heavy weapon teams. But very solid for the Catachan, have a lot. The real ones to hit and wound against vehicles and monsters is super good. Obviously the command teams, they can take a number of special weapons, so we got a mixture of melter guns and plasmas in there. Also a medic can buff the squad and heal guys. The standard gives them +1 OC, And I have 3 different command squads, as we said, with a mixture of different weapons. And I really like the synergy of these guys buffing up a whole platoon, making them a little bit more shooty, more fighty, or more durable. So my style of play is probably lots of platoons, high squads of infantry. Whether I want run the infantry in 10 or 20s is up for debate. And what you guys want to see, do let me know. Because do I run big platoons or do I run a lot of 10-mans? As you can see, these guys at the back are very camouflaged, as are these guys. And I really do like the paint job. It's not the best, and it needs a bit of work, but I do love the whole aesthetic and vibe of the Catachan jungle fighters. Prime, Turox Prime for some dedicated transport. Pretty shooty, pretty tough. Can transport 10 infantry as well. Scout Sentinel's really good. They pick a unit, and I get army-wide +1 to hit. Doesn't synergize too great with the take aim +1 to hit rule, but I can get it on like almost all my guard. So I can get +1 to hit across the board, which is good. These guys also scout, have hunter killer missiles, and they are armed with heavy flamers and the chainswords. And they're also pretty synergistic. Is that a word? They synergize very well with Catachan and the jungle theme, and I really do like the whole vibe of the Sentinels. I do think they're very cool pieces in the collection. Do need a little bit of work, guys. Please let me know in the comments your favorite models. I have a tank commander and a Vanquisher and a Lehman Russ Executioner. Tank commander is pretty cool. He can synergize nicely with the vehicles, shoots on death, and is armed with a number of special weapons as well. Throw out orders, 2 orders he can throw out. Orders are really good for the guard. And yeah, you can get take aim, better cover saves, better hitting in melee. I like these Catachan jungle fighters because they have quite a lot of variety. However, for limitations, I think I do have anti-tank and I do have anti-infantry because of the sheer number of flamers on all the troops. I have so many flamers, but I don't think I have the tools to deal with Terminators and elite infantry as much because the autocannons are only AP1. Yes, the Exterminator, you can shoot a unit and get a +1 AP, so it does make it AP2, so there is still synergy there. However, I think I could struggle into a very elite force, and although my guys have muscles, they can go down. Nice wall of Catachan recon element as I do get cover saves in buildings improved, so I get cover always pretty much on all my regiment models and my sentinels. And then if I'm in a ruin, I get an additional save to a maximum of a 3+. Can always synergize that nicely with the order of take cover as well to get another save as well. So really durable infantry blobs is kind of the vibe I want to go for. I think something like 3 platoons with 3 command squads backed up with a Taurox 10-man and a few tanks, and then some teams and some sentinels on the flanks is kind of the list I want to go for. But do let me know in the comments if you like the army, what you want to see on the channel, who you want to see me face, and any ideas of lists I should bring. Do I bring them in 10s or 20s? Do let me know, as this is the Catachan Jungle Fighters, Shed Gaming's brand new army showcase, the oldest 40k army there is.